All right. So the first thing that you want to do is navigate to the Floobits website. And then you'll have to set up an account the first time you go there. Let me log out so you can see it. So yeah, the first time you go there, you'll have to sign up. If you already have a GitHub account set up, then you can sign up with GitHub. I'm going to go ahead and sign in with GitHub. And you'll create a workspace. And we'll name this test workspace. And you want to make the permissions so that everyone can view it. Or I'm sorry, that everyone can edit it that is working in it. And then you'll also, I like to make it secret because it's actually possible for people that you haven't invited to come by the workspace if it's not secret. And then from here, you can invite other people to join. Let's see. Not totally sure how to do it from their interface. The way that you usually do it is that you give that person the link, and then they can just navigate to the Floobits site and join. Let's see. So from here, I'll show you how to set it up in your editor. In the meantime, I'm going to post this link into the chat. And if you have a Floobits account, then you can go to that link and join me in here, and you'll see that we're all able to type in there. Cool. So if you are installing Floobits on Sublime, actually, I'm going to open a new window. All right. So to install it on Sublime, you'll open your packages, your package manager. So you go to Sublime Text, Preferences, Browse Packages. Oh, I'm sorry. Take that back. Where do you install packages from here? I know that the shortcut is Command-Shift-P, and that brings up the package manager, and then you can click Install Package. And then you'll search for Floobits. It's not showing up in mine because I actually already have Floobits installed. So I'll exit out of the package manager, and I'll actually open up Floobits. So you'll notice that once you have Floobits installed, in your command palette in Sublime Text, you can select several different commands for Floobits. The first thing I'll do is join the workspace that we've already created. So you'll notice it opens up a bar in the bottom of my Sublime Text window. When, let's say you're working with a partner who's already created a Floobits workspace, they'll give you the link to this workspace, and you'll copy and paste it in the bottom right here, and then hit Enter to join. And then it brings up another bar, and this bar is the folder that it's going to save that workspace to on your computer. So you can change what that folder is. It automatically creates a default Floobits folder. Let's see, I'm actually going to save mine to my Hack Reactor folder. It asks you if you want to create the directory, and I will select to create that directory. And now I have access to all of the files that might be created on here. So let's add a new file. Cool, so now we have a new file in here. And if I look back at my Sublime Text, you'll notice that it showed up on my machine locally. So does somebody want to try to type in test.js on the online interface so that we can see that it's showing up in my Sublime Text as well? I'm also going to make some extra space. One one kind of quirk of Floobits that you might notice is if everybody tries to type in the same space at once, or even if two people try to type in the same space, stuff can get really confusing. But so right now it looks crazy because everybody's trying to type. If there's a single person trying to type in there, so if you want to stop typing for a second. So yeah, it works as you would expect when there's a single person typing. And that quirk is actually somewhat beneficial for our purposes, because if you're driving or navigating when you're pair programming, you're really going to be stuck to doing the role that you say that you're doing at that moment. Because if you both try to type into the editor, it's going to mangle your code. Cool. So that's how you install it on Sublime Text. I'll double back around in a few minutes to see if people have questions. But before we do that, I'm also going to show you how to do it in Atom. So in Atom, you can either go to, let's see, you can either go to Atom and then Preferences, or the shorthand to get to this screen is to hit Command, comma. And once you're in the settings window, you'll go to Install. And then you will search for Floobits. I don't think, it probably won't show up for me, once again, because I actually already have it as a, oh, maybe I don't have it on here. Sorry, this is taking a second to install. All right, well, while that installs, why don't I answer questions that people might have so far?
Zan, real quick, maybe before we talk about that,
yeah,
I just wanted to do a quick reminder to everyone, or as a heads up, that we're going to send you guys a couple emails with some surveys in them that are very straightforward and brief, but you guys want to make sure to fill those out.
Yeah, I was actually, so I guess I'll go ahead and make that announcement. So we're going to send two surveys. One, we're going to have a daily survey, and it'll always be at the same link. So I'll post that in Slack at the end of class. And if you can just go by and fill that out, I think it's only 3 questions. And it helps us keep a feeling for how the class is doing and where people are at, and if they feel like they're caught up with a curriculum, or if they feel like they're missing out on a certain topic. So that'll be an everyday thing. On top of that, we'll be sending out a longer survey just for today. That is the Remote Preps Goals Survey. So it's a survey that will allow you to kind of talk about what your goal is from the course and what you're looking to get out of it. And again, it helps us understand where people are at and how we can best shape the class for what you want to get out of it. And I will post that one in Slack. And in addition to that, I'll email it out. Well, my Floobits is acting very slow today. Once you do have it installed, you will you'll go through a similar process to Sublime, where you open up the command palette, and I think with Atom it is also Command Shift P. Oh yeah, and I do have Floobits available. Good. So as you can see, you can join a workspace. I'm actually going to try this time creating a workspace from the browser. And I've already logged in. The first time you try to do this, it will prompt you to enter your Floobits login information. Call this second test. Don't know if that worked. Not create workspace, conflict. All right, well, I'll try creating it from Sublime Text since I'm having some errors with Atom right now. So first off, I'm going to leave the workspace that I was in before. And I will create a new workspace. So to create a workspace from Floobits, you'll share directory. So whatever folder you're in, right now I'm still in test for workspace, I'll share that. And now I've created a new workspace. I think it's probably going to be the same name, so it'll be at the same URL as before. But that's how you would create it. And let's see. I believe there's a way to share it from the command palette. But in any case, you can copy and paste the link from the Floobits online interface to give to your partner, and they can join it from their editor. All right, so we're actually coming up on 3 o'clock. I will stick around in Zoom to answer any questions. But I would encourage you to, on your own today, try using Floobits to set up a workspace or join a workspace. I'll leave this one open that I've created, and I'll copy and paste it into Slack. And then hopefully tomorrow we will transition into using Floobits for the exercises. And with that, like I said, I'll stick around if you have questions, but anybody that needs to head out can go ahead and head out. And have a nice day.
So I'm having trouble setting up